So good afternoon to all of you. Now I need to explain the concept classification. So this is data warehousing and data mining. In data mining, classification is the one of the functionality of the classification. Classification and prediction. So this is the concept. In that we need to explain today classification and what are the contents of classification means, steps involved in classification, applications of classification, issues regarding the classification. So here already we know that the functionalities of the data mining. In that, classification is also one of the function of the data mining. What is data mining? Data mining means extracting the knowledge. So now, extracting the knowledge means this knowledge will be extracted using the different methodologies, that is classification, prediction, clustering, association, rule mining. These all are used for the extracting the knowledge. Now we need to learn about the classification. So what is the classification? So now before going to deal with the classification, the definition is classification predicts the categorical labels, prediction models, continuous valued functions. So categorical means it is the discrete and unordered labels. Actually, in simply we can say that this classification is the data mining technique used to identify the data into a predefined groups or classes. So what is this predefined groups or classes means? Before examining the data, classes are determined because it is supervised learning. So for example, what is exactly the classification means? Classification is a data mining technique. Suppose we need to generate the one model. First, we need to classify the one model. We need to give the data, and depending upon the data, the new model will be generated. So, for example, I will give the clear example. Suppose if you consult a doctor, before consulting the doctor, he need all the tests. After testing all the reports, then he will diagnose you. So you have this treatment. Finally, he will conclude that, and he will start the treatment to you. After examining all the test cases, suppose he will do the blood test and any another test. After applying all the tests, we need to go for the diagnosis. So these medicines are for this. That is, before going to diagnosis you, the testing, they will give the all reports. That is called, they will analyze all the data. That using the data, he will give the accurate diagnosis, accurate medicines to you. So here you can observe, depending upon the previous data only, depending upon the previous results, test results, he will analyze what is your actual problem, and he will start his treatment. That is the main thing. So classification is also one of the data mining method. So suppose if you, another example I will explain. Suppose if you apply for any bank loan, so the bank people analyze your credit data, whether he is eligible for the credit card or any loan, he will check all the details. So he already repayment all the previously taken loans or everything, they will clearly analyze. Your loan, your credit score is very good, then only they will sanction the loan. That means what is that? So before they will analyze the data, then only they will allocate all the things, loans or anything. Credit score is good, then they will analyze. So this is called classification. So for example, see here, see this diagram. it is clearly visible. So this is all the data. Here it consists of the triangles, circles is there. After applying the classification, you can classify. These are the triangles and these are the circles. Classifying the data. This is the all mixing of the data. In this diagram, triangles, circles, all are mixed. After applying the classification methods or classification data, you can classify this data means after finalize, you can get separated. Triangles is one place, circles is in one place. That is called classification. So there are two steps is there. Steps involved in classification means two steps. First one is the learning, second one is the accuracy. So what is the learning? Learning means classifier is built. Suppose first you need to build up a one classifier. So the classifier, based on that classifier, you need to give the classification. So in this, we have the two data sets is there. One is training data and another one is testing data. Suppose if you have the 1000 values, 1000 records is there in your data. So 1000 records, you can 700, you can take it as the training data, and 300 you can take it as the testing data. You can divide 70, 30%, 80 to 20%, or 50, 60 to 40%. Like that, you can divide training and testing data. So each database tuple is based on the database attribute. Database attribute that determine the class to which other attribute belongs to the known as class label attribute. Suppose in your data, you have the 15 attribute is there. Let us example, if any person, this person needs to get heart disease or not, you want to check his data. So for this purpose, you have the attributes is there. He is a cholesterol, his BP level, sugar levels, and his hyper, and also he is a smoker, and he has any stress. So these all are the parameters. Finally, yes or no. This yes or no is called the class label. So after observing these all attribute, whether you will get the heart disease or not, that is the classification. So how you can apply these after testing all these data, any new record will come. You can observe this record, new record to the old records, then you can finalize whether he will get the heart disease or not. So that is called the classification. Learning from the previous data, learning from the previous models is called the classification. So now first step is learning. And next one, accuracy. How much accuracy you are providing. So that is also important. Simply we can say you will get heart attack means that is a wrong prediction. So if you classify this, whether he will getting the heart attack or not, that is depending upon the previously known models, or previously you can store the data, observe all the attributes, what is the condition of that. So the similar manner, if he has consist of the new record also, you can say whether he is getting heart attack or not. Suppose just for example, in your class, you have the 5 members, X, A, B, C, D, E. So A person have 3 subjects mark 90, 90, 90. So he is treated as the distinction person. Next to B, he has consist of the 70, 80, 80, 80. So you can treat this as the first class person or distinction. Above 60 is there, 60, 60 or 60, 65, 75 is treated as the first class. If any person having the data of marks, suppose if anybody having, if he has the greater than 50 marks, you can treat it as the 70. If any person greater than 30 means 35 or means he will treat it as the third class. 50 above means he will treat it as the second class. So like that, A, B, C, D, E marks is there. Students, 5 member student marks is there. Suppose one student newly came, that is new record will appear. New record will be updated in the model. You need to classify this belongs to which class, whether distinction, first, second, or third. So his X marks is suppose 67, 70, 80, like this will be there. So his average will belongs to the above 75. So above 75 means he belongs to the distinction. How you can analyze? So after comparing the previous data and previous model training data, this is the testing data, new record. So according to the training data, this new record will comes to the first class after comparing. That is called the classification. So here we also, how we can mapping these and all will be calculated using the known as accuracy. How much accurately you can say. For this purpose, you are using the confusion matrix. That is not there in our syllabus. Confusion matrix is also measures to measure the accurate data. So this is called the classification. To divide the classify the data, we are using this. Okay, understand? Okay, my dear students, listen. Next one. So applications of classification and prediction. Prediction is the next topic, but these both are the applications of the classification and predictions. So next one is applications of classification and prediction. This prediction topic, prediction and classification are both. Next we will discuss about the prediction. So the first application is fraud detection. Yeah, how to find out this fraud detection means. So is there any fraud occur in the online transactions or any Facebooks or any social medias? That is also, they will find out, they will classify this belongs to which one, who will do this one. So why, how they can predict means this is compared with the previous one. So previous they will noted all the ways. So this belongs to same. That is also from that one, your next step, what is going on is also they will predict it, they will classify. This belongs to this type. Like that, they will find out. And next one is the treatment effective analysis. First, at the classification definition only, we will explain this. Treatment effective means, for suppose if any patient will be there, his previous history will be analyzed. After analyzing his previous history, the treatment will be started. Whether they are using what drugs they are using, what medicines they are using, everything will be tested. And according to that, the symptoms will be final. They will finalize the symptoms and they can do the treatment. So that is the thing. And next one is the performance prediction. Performance prediction means, sorry, target marketing. Target marketing is also one of the strategy of the marketing. Suppose they will analyze the previous market. According to that market, they need to estimate which one is, they need to calculate, or suppose whether the business is in a profit or the business is it in loss, they will estimate, and according to that, the top level management will take the decisions. So that is the one thing. And next one is performance prediction. Performance prediction means they will estimate the performance. Suppose if they are using any algorithms, or they are using any tools, what is the performance? Previously, how much they are performing, how much accurately they are performing. Now, what is the result of that result? Whether it is increased or decreased, everything will be classified using this classification and prediction methods and molecular biology. So in molecular biology is also, they will noted each and every training testing data samples. They will compare this with the previous data and they will classify this belongs to one. Now you can take nowadays this corona, they will find out the different mutants will be there. They will compare with the previous one. This is very dangerous, like that. These words we are oftenly listen. So how they will means they will compare with the previous one, how danger it is. This previous one is very these symptoms are like this, these symptoms are like this. So compared with that one, and they will classify this belongs to D118 mutation or something. They need to tell everyday news. They are explaining all these things. So that is called the one of the molecular biology. These all are the application. They are using classification algorithms. Well, now we will see in further, we are going to each and every algorithm, we will see. Manufacturing, in manufacturing industry also, they are explaining each and everything. That is also classification techniques only. Classifying how manufacturing means in mechanical engineering, they are trying before that, whatever the methods or whatever the tools they are using compared with that metals and what are the what we can call it as, if they are want to combine those are different molecules or different metals. So what we can find out, according to that, new one will be fine. So everything, medical diagnosis, already treatment and effective analysis and medical diagnosis are same. Medical diagnosis also, they need to find out, suppose if any drug they are using, medicine, if it will be affected means they, what are the side effects will come. So it will stop, another one will be they use. So these all are the applications of the classification and prediction. Prediction we will see after this classification concept, we need to explain about the prediction. Okay. Next topic is classification and prediction issues. What are the major issues in classification and prediction? So the issues means, already we discussed the one concept, pre-process the data. In the world, the data is dirty. Dirty means the data is, there is a noise in the data, inconsistency in the data, and inaccuracy in the data. That is called dirty of the data. So how we will eliminate this dirty of the data means using data cleaning. We can learn so many things. Data redundancy, data reduction. So these all are the techniques we, and second unit data pre-processing, we learn all those things. So here, this is also one of the major issue, data cleaning. Data cleaning means the dirty data, how we will clean that dirty data or the noisy data. If the data consists of the too much noisy and inconsistency means it leads to the wrong classification. We cannot guess we cannot give the correct results. That is also one of the problem. So that is also issue. That means the data must be clear. Then only the classification and prediction results are also clear. We can clearly analyze the data. Next one is relevancy analysis. Relevancy analysis means relevancy is there. If the data is relevant data is there or not. If relevant data is not there, then we need to try to get the reports is also irrelevant reports. It cannot, if you are getting that irrelevant reports, after studying that irrelevant reports data, we take the decisions, the decisions definitely wrong, gives the wrong results. We cannot achieve our goals, either in marketing or any organizations. So these two are the one of the issues. And last one is data transformation and reduction. So data transformation and reduction means, suppose if you want to transfer the data will be transferred accurately or not, whether the data will be any loss, data loss will be there, or data reduction. Any data reduction will occur. So reduce the data. There are some techniques is there. Without loss of information, we need to reduce. But while transforming the data, anything unnecessarily reduced. If the reduced means if they will take final data as the reports, they got wrong result. Exactly, they won't give the result because some data are missing. So that is the main reason. So there are basically, these are the main issues when preparing the classification and prediction methods, activities. These are the facing issues. So in an examination point of view, they will ask what is the classification, explain the issues and issues in classification and prediction, and what are the applications of classification. Okay. The next, they need to compare the classification and prediction methods also. So comparing means first they will check the accuracy of the classification and prediction. So accuracy of a classifier refers to the ability of the classifier. It predict the class label correctly, and accuracy of the predictor refers how well the given predictor can guess the value of the predicted attribute for new data. Just now we discussed, suppose 5 students is there. If new student will come with the different percentage, whether you can predict or you can classify is belongs to which class. That prediction is accuracy is there or not. That is the very, very important. Whether if you are applying any prediction methods or if you are applying classification methods, that is very important. Accuracy is. So depending upon the previous data, whether it will be classified correctly or not, comparisons. So both are will accurate only if you are providing the previous data is correct, then only they will predict either classification or prediction. Next, speed. How much speed they are doing, they are classifying or they are predicting. So this is depending upon whatever the methods, whatever the algorithms using in that using in that particular model, depending upon that only we can decide. Suppose if you're some of the decision tree, Bayesian classifier, SVM, these are the classification methods. SVM will predict very accurate. Now newly XGB, gradient boosting, GB, extreme gradient boosting. These all are the methods, classification methods. So if you are using those methods, depending upon the methods also, the speed will be independent. Robustness is also same. Robustness is also depending upon the data, how correct data, how you are providing the accurate data. It is depending upon the accurate data, the robustness of the prediction will be dependent. Prediction or classification will be dependence. So that is very important. Robustness means how strongly you can say this will, suppose new data will occur, this data will be compared with the previous data and you need to add. How you can say, how you can add this, how you can classify this data means that robustness means it is depending upon the previous training data, and you can test this testing data, test this new data with the training data, compare those things and you can divide the class. That is the main. And scalability. This is also one of the important issues. Scalability refers to the ability to construct the classifier or predictor efficiently given a large amount. Sometimes your methods, classification or prediction methods are working with the some small amount of data very efficiently working. But if the data consists of the millions records, the time and scalability, the time and the performance is very, sometimes it is very less. Why? Because the data size is more. So at that time, that is also considerable. So scalability, if you are working with the large amount of data, small amount of data, even though it will be work on large amount of data efficiently, that needs to be final. That needs to be find out. Ma, are you able to understand? Next one, interpretability. So it refers to what extent the classification predictions predictors understands. So at what extent, so how much you can utilizing all these things, and how they are understanding these predictions, whether training data, if you are providing this testing data compared with the training data, how much we will be extended this, how much extension you can give. Just now I told that you can divide the data into 70 to 30% or 80 to 20%, 60 to 40. What is this 60 to 40, 70 to 30? 60% training data, 40% testing data. Already training data is 10-fold cross validations. You can test and you can keep it as a one model. These testing data will be compared all these training data, and you need to take the one conclusion. So that is the classification. So these are the comparisons and comparisons of the classification and prediction. You have any doubts, you can ask. So this is the introduction of the classification and prediction applications, and classification and prediction issues, and classification and prediction methods. So here, just now we will discuss all about classification, and we are including predictions. Prediction is nothing but a comparing your present and previous data. You can estimate the future data. See, you can estimate the future data using present and past data. That is called prediction. We will learn. They have the prediction measurements is there, prediction methods is there. Next class, we will discuss about all these things. You have any doubts, you can ask. Classification is very, very important. Okay. So this is the classification. So today we explain about all these things. So what we learn today is, see once. So classification, steps involved in classification. What are the steps involved in? Learning and accuracy, applications, issues regarding the classification, and comparison of the classification also. So this classification is very, very important. This classification definition is also. Why? Because every time they will ask the different methods of classification. These different methods of classification is also very, very important. We learn daily one method we will learn. Okay. If you have any doubts, you can ask.